This is El Fogon. It should be one of the top restaurants in the city, but instead it's just another place people pass by.
Not in a million years I would walk in a place like this.
Longtime employee Jorge called the team.
Restaurant Takeover, El Fogon needs your help.
Snuck them in.
Oh, no.
Ugly, ugly.
And is hoping Restaurant Takeover will push owner Paolo and get El Fogon to the top.
This is one of the biggest wastes of potential I've ever seen.
The team has just 6 days.
I'm killing myself for nothing. What if Paolo hasn't broken with the past? Oh, I'm freaking out. They're coming in 10 minutes.
Welcome to the new El Fogon.
Shocked silence from Paolo.
Hello?
Hello, Massimo, how are you? This is Jorge from El
Jorge.
Fogon Restaurant.
El Fogon restaurant. So this guy, right out of the blue, calls me up. His name is Jorge. He says he's from a place called El Fogon.
El Fogon is not doing quite well and has so much potential, so we need your help. The owner,
Okay.
Paolo, he doesn't know I'm doing this.
Jorge is the manager. He's going behind Paolo's back. Paolo is the owner. He does not know anything about it, and that's gonna be a crazy situation. Why do you want a Restaurant Takeover to come in and help you?
I love this restaurant. It has so much potential and things are not doing too well. And I would like to come over and sneak in. I will drop the keys in the mailbox.
The owner doesn't know. Are you gonna get in big trouble or what?
Probably yes.
I'll gather up my team and we'll come over and take a look at the place.
Excellent.
We'll be there tomorrow morning.
Perfect.
So Montana and me are gonna have to sneak in and really take a look around and see if this place is really that bad. Oh, look at all these lovely cactuses.
I know.
Love that.
I know.
Awesome.
El Fogon is getting Chef Massimo Capra, an Italian expatriate with decades of experience. He is currently the chef and co-owner of Mistura Restaurant and Sopra Upper Lounge. And Montana Burnett, a former editor at Canadian House and Home magazine and owner of her own design company.
This is it?
This is it. This is
see
the
the
restaurant.
window.
I know. It's the problem. After you.
Wow, I would never walk in here. Not in a million years I would walk in a place like this.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's very dark and oppressive in here.
It
though,
is. It's all different shades of brown. The place is so dark. All of the lighting is wall lighting.
I guess they're called sconces or scones or whatever. I don't know. I think scones is what you eat.
There is no overhead lighting. There's not even a pot light to be seen.
Well, the ceiling is nice and low.
The ceiling, that's not a good thing. We don't
No?
like bulkheads, no. And look at all of that trim.
You have a lot here.
Like Spanish colonial gone wrong.
It looks like a pub that has been converted into a restaurant.
Well, the layout's really a problem because when you walk in, there's this immense bar. Look at the size of this bar.
Yeah, this is huge, huh?
Wow.
Ugly, ugly.
At least the plants are real.
Yeah, the floor, huh?
The floor is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's real stone, right?
I like that.
Yeah.
And then you have this super colorful artwork.
Look at that art.
That is Peruvian.
It's very Peruvian, but it
Yeah.
almost feels a little bit cheesy. Like something my grandmother would have from her travels in Peru in her basement.
Oh, wow.
That?
Yeah. At least it's not a puny little tiny kitchen.
That's true.
All dirty and dark. It's done with all stuff that you buy off the shelf of a hardware store. I mean, so it's not really a professional kitchen. Ancient equipment. I can see a stove over there that I used to see back in the 70s. It would be nice to have bigger stoves and more equipment, but I guess we can live with it. That's the door to the backyard, huh?
Yeah, let's see. Oh my goodness, look, they actually have grass.
Yeah, look at all the weed.
Look at this.
Awesome.
This could be an awesome garden.
I think that the backyard has an incredible potential for the restaurant. It needs to be really tended and loved a little bit.
You would grow your own produce as a chef?
No, as a chef, I would come in and put a lounge chair and just relax here.
sunbathe.
Never mind.
Yeah. Overall, it looks like we got an easy one. There's a lot to work with here. Hopefully, the problem with this place isn't the owners.
If
Even though they called Restaurant Takeover, the owners are not very impressed that we snuck in.
I spoke to Paolo, and he agrees to meet with the people from Restaurant Takeover.
Lucky us.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there.
I'm Tana. Paolo?
Yes, hi, I'm Paolo.
Paolo. Yes, sir.
Nice
Pleasure.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How would you describe the restaurant?
Actually, we started 9 years ago. And,
9 years?
9 years ago.
Yeah.
With the dream just to have a nice Peruvian restaurant.
But the place itself, as we renovated little by little, changing things around.
Renovated? Not by a professional, that's for sure. So guys, tell me, who owns this place?
Sylvia and me, we're partners in this.
Sylvia's your wife.
No, she's my aunt.
Sylvia's the aunt.
Yes.
How many people are involved in this restaurant?
Whenever a big decision has to be done, it has to be discussed between Celia, Angela, Sylvia, and Paolo.
Okay, there's the aunt, then there's Angela, but we're dealing with Paolo and Jorge. Who did this space?
I do most of the job here.
You did?
From scratch.
Taking responsibility, that's good.
Yeah, if something is wrong, I'm responsible. I built the place from scratch, all my work.
The place is 10 years old and it still looks the same, so we are ready for the next level.
We don't do renovations. We're gonna collapse eventually.
I think Jorge is wanting change the most. Paolo isn't ready to let go of the past.
So why did you call Restaurant Takeover now?
We've seen the neighborhood is changing and there are new condominiums surrounding the area and new fancy restaurants along the street on St. Clair West.
Yes, it's a desperate time. We have to move to the next step and try to go to the top.
What do you think is wrong with the place, the look and the feel of the place?
One of the big problems we think is the bar.
It's like 5 meters long, and it's like taking a quarter space of the restaurant.
Lots of people walks by and they think it's like a bar because they see the
Only a bar.
Only a bar.
Right. Well, I think people look through that window and they see a bar. That's it.
It's hard to see from outside the restaurant. People that say no if it's open or it's closed.
Well, I
Keep
didn't know it was a
asking.
restaurant.
It's hard to see through the window.
What do you want to do?
I would like to have an open windows there, and
This whole floor-to-ceiling window open?
Is it possible? Yes, of course. Why not?
A floor-to-ceiling window? Really, with all that we have to do here, I don't think that's the best use of our money.
Well, all this talk about renovating and doing things new, that's all about money.
That's why I have my friend here.
Restaurant Takeover will put in $15,000 towards the renovations. You have to write me a check for another $15,000. But you double check with Sylvia and Angela, eh? Make sure, eh? Because
check.
I know that it's big trouble if you don't check with the ladies, eh?
I already triple check.
Paolo, are you excited for the change?
I'm a little sad because after 9 years working hard and all my work I put here,
It doesn't sound like Paolo's ready. I'm thinking maybe we back away from this one.
It's gonna be sad letting go of this place because he built it. Through the years, he put all his effort in the kitchen, on the floors, building the bar. Good memories, the bad times, struggling.
I don't know if I can do this.
Paolo has cold feet.
It's like a new start, no?
Second chance, like
Second
a
chance.
Jorge seems ready, but Paolo, I'm not sure.
It's gonna be very painful.
Longtime employee Jorge snuck the Restaurant Takeover team into El Fogon.
It's all different shades of brown.
Ugly, ugly.
Now, having confronted owner Paolo, the team is demanding he close for 6 days and hand over $15,000 before they get to work.
It doesn't sound like Paolo's ready.
He put all his effort in the kitchen, on the floors.
Paolo isn't sure if Restaurant Takeover is right for him.
Paolo has cold feet.
I don't know if I can do this.
So Restaurant Takeover will put in $15,000 towards it. You guys are putting the other $15,000, and we're gonna give you a restaurant that is usable and customer friendly.
I don't know if I can do this.
This place has huge potential, and I think I know what the problem is. Paolo can't let go.
It's gonna be hard after 9 years working hard here and everything we do.
He did pretty much everything here.
It's gonna be very painful.
This should be one of the top destinations in this city. Peruvian food is so hot right now, but I suspect that Paolo always backs out at the last minute.
It's gonna be hard to let it go.
I don't know. It's not like they're starving. I feel like if we do this, it might bite us in the butt later.
And all my work I put here. but I guess I'm ready for the change.
Well, we're gonna rip it all apart now.
But it's for the best.
Sorry to tell you.
It's for the best.
It's my design, Massimo's menu. That's all right?
Okay.
Good.
Let's do it.
This is not about money or skill. This is all about getting their heads in the game. Are they ready to make the changes to turn this restaurant into an elite establishment?
I know what we need to do to make this a top business. I hope they're on board because I'm gonna do what's right for El Fogon, not for Paolo's need to hold on to the past.
Here you go.
Well, welcome to Restaurant Takeover, guys.
Thank you.
Welcome.
You're gonna be happy.
We have a lot of work to do.
I know it's gonna be different when we come in, and it's gonna be everything new and everything.
It's like a new start, no?
Second chance. Like
Second chance, no? Yes, I'm nervous to prepare the dishes in front of Massimo if I get his approval.
I'm not there to criticize or judge the traditions. I'm just there to perhaps give him a better way to do things. We're in your kitchen. What are we making?
I'm making lomo saltado. It's
Lomo
a very
saltado.
traditional Peruvian dish.
That is the Peruvian dish. Like, you gotta have it.
Some of the hottest restaurants in New York and LA are now Peruvian. There is a rich culinary history there, and the food is amazing.
It's a very simple dish. It's very fast to make.
Right.
And it's very tasty.
So it's like a stir fry.
Yes. Everything's go to the pan and we fry everything.
Here we go. That's the beauty of Peruvian cuisine.
We're gonna have our pan very hot here. It's a piece of steak.
Yeah.
We cut it in strips.
That big, huh?
Yes.
And did you ever take a cooking course anywhere? Or is it all
No.
from Sylvia?
Sylvia, she teach me most of the stuff I know.
Okay.
Onions.
He's learning to cook. And you can see by the way that he holds the knife and very thin onions. I mean, those were not very thin.
They make a little color of the food. Some tomatoes.
Just slices.
Just slices a little bit of our cilantro.
He has potential, a natural chef, but he needs some more modern techniques.
Okay.
Put some seasoning, salt, a little bit of turmeric.
Let's go.
Let's go.
cook.
Wait,
Yeah.
we get oil. All right, then we add first our meat.
Yeah. Whoa.
Here is why Peruvian food is so popular. It's a blend of different flavors from different cuisine, from Italian, French, Spanish. It's a melting pot of flavors. I like what I see.
Now we start adding our onions, our tomatoes, our potatoes.
Everything at once.
Yes, we start adding our spices.
Yeah.
We fry a little bit. A little bit of soy sauce.
Wow, that's very quick.
And we add the cilantro to the end.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's done.
We're gonna get some of the rice.
Just simple like that.
Simple like that.
Here is what is missing. Professional presentation.
Very simple and very tasty.
Putting it on a plate like that, I mean, it's not my favorite way of presenting things. Kind of looks a little brown. The soy sauce kind of kills the color of the tomato, right? So maybe that's a little too traditional. The flavors were okay. I mean, the beef was a little dry, and the rice was overcooked too. So other than the presentation being what it is, it's a good dish.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
People love it.
But I still think we can work a little bit on presentation. I don't think that was good enough for a really good restaurant. Moving on, he's gonna have to learn it to do it in a better way.
Because it's Peruvian, we're gonna incorporate some traditional Peruvian relics that they already have, like this. And then the whole east wall, I'd love to make this a horizontal board and batten if you could. Yeah, the entire wall above the banquette. We do the whole thing in this really cool wallpaper.
The entire wall. It's a lot of wallpaper.
It's a lot of wallpaper. And then a bunch of natural elements. We're gonna do rattan placemats, chairs, and new plates that are kind of pottery and that feel kind of terracotta-ish. And they're gonna be really
Okay,
reminiscent.
Montana, I don't care about any of that crap. Can we move on to construction? Let's talk about what I have to build. At this point, I don't care about decor. My first thing and foremost is construction.
I'd love for you to build this beautiful table with like a colonial base.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, I'd like to build something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good news. They requested that whole front window be turned into a garage door.
You understand, garage door, that's your entire budget. Plus, we gotta gut all the interior side. Like, it's just way too much work.
I know.
I do restaurant interiors. I don't install garage doors.
Are you a banquette installer?
Yeah, that I can do.
Okay, so this whole east wall I'd love to fill with banquettes.
So it's gonna turn into a diner, right? With the banquets and...
Not a diner, but I want it to be more about the food and less about the bar. So they have that huge bar right now when you walk in. I want to blow that out.
There's always issues moving the bar. It's always plumbing, electrical. It's always unfinished floor underneath, rotten joists, and it's always a ton of work. But you still have to put it somewhere.
Yeah, I think in this back corner would be the best place. And just do like a 4-seater bar and call it a day.
You come up with the exact design and I'll put it together.
Okay, perfect.
It's demo day and this bar has served its last drink. Let's trash it. I like demo. It's a little bit relaxing before we start pushing hard. It gives me a little fresh air or a lot of dust. That's a demo day.
Are you excited?
Yes,
A little nervous? The whole point of seeing the restaurant wrecked is to get the owners to try to break with the past.
Open your eyes.
Open.
Oh my God.
God.
Wow, this is really Igor's best work. Look at it.
How do you feel?
Sad?
I don't know what to say. Sorry.
The lack of reaction scared me more than a horrified reaction would. Paolo is in shocked silence. Not a good sign.
I'm
Are you scared?
devastated. No, yeah.
You're devastated.
Devastated? I know it's weird, but if someone is devastated, we are actually encouraged by that. That means that they are closer to being ready to move on than somebody that is just shocked. So the bar is gone, as you can see.
Yeah, and the bulkhead? Paolo is like a zombie. If I was worried that he wasn't mentally ready before, I'm doubly worried now.
Now it's all open, it's beautiful, and we
it
can
feels
start building
higher.
something beautiful.
I don't take all the credit, but most of the job was done for me. Every light, every chair, every table, I had to put it together.
It's gonna be okay, don't cry. Don't worry. Will Paolo be able to accept what's best for El Fogon? I hope so, because we've wrecked any sign of the past.
That's gonna be a clean break for them, especially for Paolo. I know that he feels things inside, and I know that he's probably churning right now. He's like, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do?
She's adding things or changing things as we go, and that's kind of makes it hard.
Here is where El Fogon needs help. Presentation.
Chef Massimo and designer Montana snuck into El Fogon.
Ugly, ugly.
Now, having taken $15,000 and promised to overhaul the restaurant,
It's my design, Massimo's menu.
the team is worried that owner Paolo is getting cold feet
I don't know if I can do this.
and that mentally he isn't prepared for the change.
Paolo is in shocked silence.
It's a very old building and it's got layers of different materials on the walls, which we spent half of the night removing.
I'm kind of on the fence about having this rolling garage door. I would get it if we were on a cute, quiet street, but we're on a busy street full of trucks and diesel fumes. I mean, what goes better with your meal than like a nice dose of diesel? We really wanted to open this up so that the walking traffic sees the restaurant, because right now, like, you walk right by it, you don't even notice it. And this bulkhead, I would love to get rid of this bulkhead.
That means we will have to redo HVAC system in here. It took 2 bulkheads out, and the third one contains the HVAC system inside, and taking the bulkhead down will expose it, so it doesn't really make any sense to take it down. To change that, you need an engineer, you need to recalculate the
I need
supply.
time. Well, the bulkhead settles it. No rolling garage door.
It makes more sense to have sliders than the garage door. She's adding things or changing things as we go, and that's kind of makes it hard.
This is where I want the front door to be coming through here, but I don't know if this radiator can be moved. Now, moving the front door, there's an idea I can get behind. I still get the open, airy feeling and the breeze, minus the exhaust. Are we gonna have enough heat in here if we get rid of the rads?
Do I look like an engineer?
I'm asking your opinion.
I don't have an opinion. I use engineer's opinion for that.
I'm not gonna pretend that I am a Peruvian chef, but I can teach you a few tricks that you can implement in your restaurant that are gonna make you that much better. The menu to me was a very classic, typical menu of a place that looked like that. So the ugly plastic and really sticky and disgusting. You have a menu that you are known for, certain items, right? But you have a menu that is humongous.
No, I agree with what he said about reduce the menu a little bit because it's way too big.
You showed me the lomo saltado, right?
Yes.
And you have 9 different types of beef. Make less beef, but make it good. I'm gonna give you a few dishes. You're gonna make them your own. It's gonna be a little fusion. I understand that in Peru there is a lot of Italian stuff. So they must have brought something to Peru.
This floor, terrazzo is beautiful, but this terrazzo is really rough. I'm actually thinking of tiling over it. I kind of would rather put like this pebble mosaic tile that I found on top of it.
Do you want to open your eyes and look at the floor? It does look like pebble mosaic.
I would love to keep it.
Couple of issues with this flooring that we're gonna have a patch on the middle from the existing bar.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a massive patch in front of the big window.
So why am I not laying flooring on top of this? You think
because
it's so...
the rest of it is nice, and why would you cover it up?
I know the owners wanted to get rid of it, but I hope that if we buff it out and with everything else going on, it won't be such a big deal.
So I'll patch the floor.
Okay, patch the floor.
I think it's gonna look good.
Great.
Patching the floor is going to be challenging to make it look the same. Make sure we have enough tables so we can cover the patches, okay? I gotta go work.
I have a soft spot for Paolo. I think that everything that he does, he feels it right from the heart. Scallop alla parmesana.
Ostiones.
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 Ostiones is a bad word in Italian. This is Canadian product, and you're just gonna make it a little bit Peruvian.
Okay.
And I'll show you how. We put a little bit of butter, boom, right there. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and we put the scallops in. And then we take breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs?
Just like that. That will provide me with crispiness.
Okay.
Parmigiano. Just cheese and breadcrumb.
Just very simple.
Load it up. Pinch of butter on the top. That will melt and make the bread crisp. Now we need a little bit of pisco. In this case,
whiskey.
So now we put it in the oven because we wanted to really broil the top and cook the scallops really fast. We want them a little bit soft, right? Now we're gonna make a salad.
Okay.
Celery.
Celery.
See how curly it is? Corn.
Chocolate.
And so that's the true Peruvian corn.
Yes.
And now another thing that came from Peru, right? Obviously, the pride of Peru, potatoes. Yes. We put a few slices of this. Cherry tomatoes, just like that. And then we take our frisee. This is beautiful because it's slightly bitter, but it's sweet and it's crunchy. Now, jalapeno.
Picante.
A little bit, not too much. A little salt, pepper. And then after the pepper, we put the limon.
Limon, to get the flavor of that.
Exactly, but also because I want to melt the salt. When you have your secret spice, put a few drops of that in here.
Okay.
Okay, scallops are ready, man. Oh, yes, baby. Look at that.
Ooh, that's a nice...
Presentation time. Here is where El Fogon needs help. Presentation. If they want to be able to compete with the big boys, they need to put some flair in those dishes. Beautiful, colorful scallop. Put a little bit of his own crispy gratin, right, the part that is not burnt. Lettuce right in the middle, okay? And not everything in the same position. Now we'll place our tomatoes because this will bring out the colors. And then we just drizzle a little bit of oil. Let's fork it up.
It's pretty good.
What do you think, you can do that?
Yes. Yes.
It couldn't be any easier.
I decided to bite the bullet and go for it. I'm gonna move the front door. Say bye-bye, radiators.
Montana wants to reconfigure the entrance, and she wants to reconfigure the whole enclosure.
You got it all done. It looks great.
Yeah, it's wide open.
Such a good, strong man. I can't believe you did that.
Here's the thing you never thought about. This door won't work in here.
Why not? Wait, to get a new door?
It's gonna swing that way, and that door swings the other way.
Is that a problem?
The fire regulation says it has to open out. This is an exit.
Both of them do.
Both of them have to swing out.
I have a little surprise for Igor. I hope he's in a good mood.
I don't do gardening.
Chef Massimo still has 2 more dishes to get through with owner Paolo.
Here is where El Fogon needs help. Presentation.
Designer Montana not only has to figure out where to put the door, but still has the rest of the place to finish.
Say bye-bye, radiators.
And the team is now down to a matter of days.
I'm gonna be pushing every single guy around here out of the way and move faster, whatever it takes, but we have to have it done for radial.
It turns out the fire code has caused a little snag in my plan to move the front door.
Both of them have to swing up.
All right, so then we're gonna have to get rid of that rad.
Yeah, because it's gonna hit it, obviously.
Rad number 5.
Yep.
Gone. Well, I figure it's gonna be warm enough with the HVAC system and the rads can go. I have a little surprise for Igor. I hope he's in a good mood. Igor, I have a proposition for you. I am thinking of creating a garden for them here so they can...
A garden?
I know I'm pushing it, but I really want these garden boxes in the back. The best restaurants in the world grow their own herbs and vegetables too. If El Fogon wants to compete, it has to meet these same standards. The only thing I need to do now is convince Igor to help me.
They're not gonna grow anything in here. It's tiny. Look,
Yeah, but they have sun
you can't
all
fart
day.
in here
They
without
have sun.
offending the neighbors.
Stop! What I'm thinking is to build that 4x8, use that as the base, and build up the side.
Just boxes?
Just boxes.
What's up with the garden, Montana? Like, seriously. We don't do landscaping.
This is one of the major things that's gonna set El Fogon apart. It's for their business. I have to have it. Is that possible, or?
I don't know. I gotta finish there first. I don't do gardening.
I don't do gardening. God.
We're making octopus with black olives. You have octopus on your menu. I think you should take advantage and use it for more appetizer options. Pulpo con olivas is made with a mayonnaise infused with black olives. While I make mayonnaise,
Okay.
you're gonna go and smash
Okay.
these ones as fine as you can.
Okay.
Go ahead, go nuts. I'm gonna start making mayo. Always egg yolks, right?
Okay.
Salt. You see how salt kind of brings the egg yolk together. It would be nice to use olive oil, but you know, that would be too strong of a
We
flavor.
use vegetable oil?
We use vegetable oil. A little bit at a time. What happens is that if you put too much oil at once, it's gonna split. See how thick it becomes? Put the oil all at once, look at that. Huh?
It's nice.
It's too thick. We need to make it a little thinner. So we're gonna add a little acid. You can put lemon, this is lime. You can put vinegar. Let me taste this salt in here. Ooh, baby. Just keep going with that because I need it to make it really, really pureed. Beat it like you mean it, man. Take out your frustration. Think about El Fogon, the old one.
Your one or
And
no?
this is a sledgehammer, and those are the walls, all of the bar that you didn't like. Now, let's put it through so that we get rid of all the debris.
Okay.
See, you're scraping all of the stuff, pushing the last little bit of olives through. Ah, yes.
That's nice.
See that? You did a very good job. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna prepare the octopus. You have your octopus cooked. You take it, you cut it in
Slices?
bite size or slices, inch of salt, a little bit of parsley, a little bit of the salad. You remember that?
The celery.
You already have it for another dish. Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, they look so cute, right? I mean, they're so little. Look at them. I say to the oliva,
Aceite de oliva.
and then you mix it. So we have the mayonnaise. What are you gonna do with this? You're not gonna dip all of it in here. Put a little bit here, put a little bit there, and then you can go like that, and like that, and like that. You want the sauce, but you don't want to really put too much, you know? Completo. That's perfecto. Again, presentation, presentation, presentation. Easy, no? Natural.
yeah,
It looks
this-
like it fell on the plate.
Yes, true.
Anyway, let's get tasting it. Acá. Nice, no?
Bien rico.
Muy rico, bueno.
I've got kitties coming over to plant with me in an hour, and I'm ready to plant. I have all of my herbs. Great, there are no boxes. I've got to say at this point, I'm not shocked that it just got completely disregarded. He just doesn't do what I ask him to do. Igor!
I'm using a lot of Peruvian elements, but combining them in a modern way.
It's kind of emotional working with her.
This is not a couch, this is
It is a
built-in
couch
baguette.
base.
I want it secured to the wall.
A lot of emotions.
Chef Massimo and designer Montana snuck into El Fogon.
Wow.
Oh, no.
and found a waste of potential.
Not in a million years I would walk in a place like this.
Now, having taken $15,000 from owner Paolo, they've promised to up the restaurant's game.
I know what we need to do to make this a top business.
But are they ready for the change?
Now, down to the last 48 hours, and with Montana heaping on new jobs, the team might not even be able to finish.
Don't get me wrong, fresh herbs are important for business, but I'm doing it for Fogon, not because Montana got angry. 10 minutes. It's kind of emotional working with her. A lot of emotions. It's so peaceful. I love the clouds.
Okay.
They're flying by so fast.
I thought it would be fun to get the owner's kids to help me with the new garden. It sounds good, at least on paper. All this dirt, we have to put that all in the box and bury Uncle Igor in the box.
And I'm gonna grow in one big flower.
I actually saw a softer side of Igor today.
Okay, guys, it's all ready to go. Now you gotta fill it in and
Now we have to fill it
plant
with dirt.
something.
He was good with the kids. He was making jokes. He seemed to smile for the first time that I've ever seen.
Watch out, everybody! Rake is coming.
So I think gardening is bringing some light to this project.
Thank you, Uncle Igor.
You're welcome, guys.
My real reason behind getting the kids involved was as like an insurance policy. If the parents don't love to garden, then the kids for sure will. So guys, we have to keep it a secret. So we can't tell your parents what we're planting, okay?
They'll see it tomorrow.
They'll see it tomorrow, exactly.
Man, that stinks.
Now we're gonna make duck.
Duck, you like duck?
Pato.
Pato.
In Latin America, it's all about arroz con pollo, chicken and rice. But in Peru, it's all about arroz con pato, duck and rice. I'm giving Paolo my spin on arroz con pato. You offer an alternative meat to chicken. So you remove some of the items that you have with chicken and you introduce something like duck. And this is very good because you can buy the legs already prepared. First we start with the duck fat. We're gonna make them crispy.
Okay, make some color too.
This is what we're gonna do. Chop an onion. I'm gonna put onion in the fat. These ones are already cooked all the way, okay?
Oh, you're just trying to get some color.
That's right. They're cooked in the oven in their own fat for about 2 hours. Now we're gonna put a little bit of peppers for color. Then we're gonna put a little bit of leeks.
Poro.
Poro, oh, okay. And then we do a little piece of celery. That's to refresh the flavors all together. We need to spice up a little bit this thing here. A little paprika, Spanish paprika.
Spanish paprika.
Ají amarillo.
Ají amarillo.
Ají amarillo.
Cilantro.
That's right, we're gonna put that in too. I'm using a lot of Peruvian elements, but combining them in a modern way. This will elevate Al Fogon.
Let's have a lot of colors.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, that's a nice color.
So leave it be a second more, and you know what this is? Dark beer.
Cerveza negra.
Cerveza negra, bravo. We're gonna add a little stock.
This is stock, chicken stock or duck stock?
Duck stock. And then we're gonna add our rice, our steamed rice. It's almost like a soup. We're good. We're gonna put it right in. So now it's got a good rolling boil. Everything is cooking together.
In my research on Peru, they have this huge coastline, and fishing is amazing there. You catch marlin, you catch swordfish. So I thought it would be appropriate to bring a big swordfish in.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch my eyes. What is this?
It's a swordfish.
Look at that. Where do you want it?
I want it here.
Who the hell buys 6-foot swordfish for a restaurant? How am I gonna mount this thing?
I don't know, that's your job. Of course, Igor did not lend a hand. Glad I saw the softer side of Igor today, because I was really ready to stab him with a swordfish.
But it's not a fish market.
It's Peru, they have a big coastline and they
Is that
fish
where you
a lot.
want it?
I want it centered, width-wise and height-wise on the blue. It adds to the earthiness of the place to have representations of animals that are native to the land on display.
I think you're doing an awesome job. Keep holding it.
Oh my God.
Perfecto.
Let me
Look at
try it a
that.
bit.
Yeah, taste it up. Then we're gonna add the potato.
Papas.
Papas. I'm gonna add the peas.
Good.
Look at that.
Looks nice.
This is a beautiful thing, huh? This is it.
That's it.
All right.
Let's try the meat.
Yeah. You okay?
Yes, I love it.
The kind of dish that you need to attract the high-end clientele. It's about reinterpreting the tradition and making it taste and look better. This dish is good business.
That one was my best. I love that duck. It's something very fresh, very new. We never really use that in the restaurant. It's something I can't wait to introduce in the restaurant.
So you think you can do this?
Yes, I learned a lot.
Okay. Next time you're gonna see me, I'm gonna be in your kitchen, but you are doing the cooking.
Don't worry, I want to make you proud.
All right, excellent.
Right now, it's beyond crunch time. There are 1,001 things to be done. Hey, how's it going?
Not bad, how are you?
I'm good, looking good. I love the lights.
Looks like big black onions.
Onions? Oh, great, thank you.
Looks good.
So where are we at? The floor?
The floor will need another coat of
Yeah, it doesn't
clear
look
coat.
too shiny.
Well, it's only one coat.
Okay.
We'll need a couple more coats,
Okay.
which we will do tonight after everything's cleaned up.
Perfect. So we have a little issue. My wallpaper got stuck at customs, so it needs to be put up before the floors get started tonight.
It would have been so much easier if it was a
I didn't
regular
know it
wallpaper,
was.
so
I
we
had
could
it
just
shipped
put it
from
on
the
the wall.
States.
It was kind of silly of Montana to order that wallpaper that you have to pre-cut yourself,
It's a special look. I wanted that look, so
but it also requires special time.
I know.
What was she thinking?
And then banquettes are getting secured to the wall.
I'm not screwing them together or tight to the wall.
They need to get secured to the wall or to each other. They can't just be
Sure they
loose.
can. Your couch is not secured to the wall.
This is not a couch. This is
It is a
built-in
couch
banquette.
base.
I want it secured to the wall. I don't want them to be able to move it. What if the kids get moving the banquettes?
I'll see what I can do.
I don't know how this is all gonna get done on time. Our reveal is tomorrow, and Igor is behind as usual.
I still have tons to do. I still have to finish the plumbing, electrical. I still have to do 3 coats.
Oh my God, there's so much to do.
Yeah, there's still a ton.
Okay, let's get cracking.
Yep.
Normally, I'm a very optimistic person, and this is worrisome. I'm freaking out. They're coming in 10 minutes. I'm terrified to show them the space.
Welcome to the new Fogon.
Chef Massimo and designer Montana came,
Oh no.
took,
You have to write me a check for another 15,000.
I don't know if I can do this.
and promised to do better in 6 days.
This door won't work in here. Fire regulation says it has to open out.
But all along, they were worried that owner Paolo wouldn't like anything the team would do.
Paolo has cold feet.
Not a good sign.
They only have hours left before the deadline.
This is worrisome. I'm rushing to get all of this done, and a voice in the back of my head keeps telling me that I'm killing myself for nothing. What if Paolo hasn't broken with the past? I just can't shake that feeling. This is chalkboard, so I'm gonna put all the kids' names, and they're gonna have sections where they can color. Because it's a family restaurant. Right. I have to do what I think is best for their business, what I think El Fogon needs to pull itself out of its rut.
I'm gonna need something to cut these tiles with.
Well, then go get it. I have no time for this.
I don't know where to get
Go
this stuff.
find it. Be resourceful. Go to the store.
Okay,
I
I'll
don't
go
care.
get it. I'll go
I don't want to hear about it. We also put up a new sign that you see while you're walking as opposed to from across the street. Oh my God, there's still 1,000 things to do. I'm freaking out. They're coming in 10 minutes. Okay, guys, this is it. Are you excited? Yes. It's the moment we've been waiting for. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go see it. Come on. I'm terrified to show them the space. This is their source of income. This is everything to them. I would hate for them to walk in and just hate it.
All right, go ahead, open your eyes right now. Welcome to the new Fogon.
Whoa. Whoa. It's like a different place.
forget that fish will come.
She went fishing yesterday.
It's all different.
Your bar's in the back corner now. I've increased their seating capacity. I've made the interior more light and airy. I've designed this place to make it a hotspot.
I think that Montana did a phenomenal job in bringing the whole look together, and it's gonna work exceptionally well with the food that I gave to Paolo.
This is the family table, and then you put your specials on the chalkboard over there. And then this is for the kids to draw so that they don't draw on your tables. So each of your kids has a little area where they can draw. Again, the shocked silence from Paolo. I don't know. I just don't know.
How about you, Paolo? You're not saying anything.
No, looks nice. There's a big change. It's like I'm in another place.
They aren't getting it. All they keep saying is it's so different. Of course it's different. That was the whole point. That's what this place needs to succeed. Are you laughing or are you crying?
I'm in shock. Sorry, I don't know.
You're in shock?
Yes.
Is it what you were expecting?
Yeah.
Were you
was
expecting some big change?
I was expecting a big change.
What do you think, we were gonna come here and just put some paint on the wall? Paolo, I mean, you can't speak. I mean, come on. Shall we go in the kitchen and cook?
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Awkward.
Let's do it, man. Paolo is feeling very fragile right now. He needs time to let the change sink in. He needs to let go of the past. This is the right thing. I need him to focus on the food. I'm gonna start doing the sauce. You start working on the salad.
Oh, man. Wow. This is awesome.
What is that?
Tequila. Make it
a toast?
A toast.
This is very heavy stuff. Oh, my.
Oh, that's strong.
Okay, beautiful.
Where's the bar?
You
got rid of it.
Change it up. It's great.
So beautiful.
So beautiful.
This is it, man.
It's beautiful.
You like
nice.
it?
I like it.
All right, there you go. All right.
Like it?
I like it.
Jorge seems to be coming around. I think he was afraid to show his reaction in front of Paolo, but this is what he secretly wants.
This looks amazing.
This is about the paying customers. So far, they love it. That was the whole point of the redesign.
Hey, those glasses are full again.
Oh.
Like I said, I gotta keep Paolo tranquillo.
Salud.
Salud.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, wow, what's this?
Col arroz con pato.
Now we're gonna join you.
My favorite.
Because I'm tired and he's tired and we have too many drinks in the kitchen.
The clients love it. Jorge loves it. Paolo, still that shocked silence.
Thank you very much again. Muchas gracias de nuevo.
Fantastic, all right.
All I can really hope for is that Paolo learns to love the space. You know, this is what's best for his business.
Salute. Cheers. Yeah, there you go. All right, excellent.
Restaurant Takeover experience has been good, very positive.
Yeah, it's a big change for me, but now I'm happy with all the changes.
In spite of the fact that the restaurant itself physically has changed around, it's still got the elements that made it good to begin with.
I've never noticed this place before. New sign, here we are.
They will get a little more busier, sure. And we have a mix of everything right now. Young people, old people. It's
Really, really nice. So I'm happy now.
The quality of food is amazing. The atmosphere is great.
The decor is amazing.
I love the swordfish on this side.
I feel like I'm at a real Peruvian restaurant, like I'm in Peru.